Айде, пускаме новото записче. Добре дошли отново. Кафенце наточваме. Така де. Но като говорим за тераса, за балкон, сега излизаме и сега точно докато чаках кафето да се наточи. Излизам на терасата и какво да видя? Какво имам на терасата като нещо ново? Не едно, а две неща. Имам фас и имам и парче от хляб. Аз не пуша, нали? Само да кажа. И някой... И от време на време просто... Ей така, някой явно се изхвърля покривката или какво прави. Ей така, имам парчета хляб по терасата. Не знам, някой птички ли храни, какво става? Или отгоре някъде. И така. Но бих казал, че фаса ми е най-дразнещ. Ами те точно, че бяха два гълъба и сега Гошо пак се караше приятелките да се размножават под масата. И явно е имало фас след секса. Аз така се го обяснявам, няма какво друго да е.
Portrait of the sleep deprived.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say... Oh!
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? I need test studies, contacts, the works.
Only simulator. Extra terrestrial gravity.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the True Life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick.
Ама е малко по-рано заспахме. Май пак ще връщаме сейвовете.
Something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
Оф, да. Сори. Чакайте.
Hope you aren't camp.
Very.
Early bird.
Don't worry.
Wanna t-
Inside.
That's Tyrell.
You.
Чакайте, сори, ама... аре бе. Оф, сори, ама... допуснах много голяма грешка. Добре, де.
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a
Трябваше да
future
отидем
in
до
this
полицията.
business.
Преди това.
I understand it's got a hell
Трябваше
of
да
a
отидем до
retirement
полицията и
plan.
после ще им да се
I
легнем.
checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moon bus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.
Your target gave you the slip? What happened, McCoy? You feel sorry for it?
My game must have been off.
Go home and get some rest. I'm sure you need it.
Окей. Ние по-рано направихме една грешка, ама няма голям проблем. Можехме да говорим... Тоест, ако взема първо това регистрационния номер на колата и чак след това говоря с просъка, мога да го разпитам още нещо, ама... Йо-май. Сега, отиваме в Police Station. Понеже малко трябва да се апдейтнем, нали, нещата, да говорим с шефа на полицията. Нищо. Бях забрал, че като легнем да спим и... Тяме на акт 2. А пък не се... Понеже тук може да изпуснеш някакви следи и то ти се променя, нали, играта. И в момента не мога да се сетя дали ако ги изпусна тия работи, мога да се върна и пак същите ще ги направим. И ще ги имам като избор. Мисля, че тук в лабораторията вече няма да имаме много работа, ама...
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Отиваме в Еспер стаята, за да се апдейтнем.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Изведнъж става огромно, човек. Ай, тук са го направили малко по-приятелски изглеждащо. Повече го управляваш. По-лесно го филтрираш, по-лесно го управляваш. Обаче пак е супер много. Изведнъж ски станаха.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moon bus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zuben? Just month. Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new...
You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know. And who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
I don't know her.
Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
Bullet train. Това ще да е български.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zuben? Just month. Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new suits.
Май нищо друго ново няма. Добре. Така. Тука.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet.
Едва ли ще има
Lucky
нещо.
strike. I knew she was spent, even though she don't.
Айде да ходим при шефа. Между другото, ако бяхме го застреляли, този шефа не дава пари.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Bryant on permanent vacation or what, Lieutenant?
He sends his regards from the hemorrhoid hospital. What's the good news?
Fresh out, but I'm following up some leads.
Don't push it, kid. You look like you're beat anyway. Why don't you rest them dogs the rest of the day?
I still got plenty of energy.
That's an order, McCoy. I'm ordering you to relax.
Ето такъв шеф да имаш. Но това дето е в болницата за хемороиди, със сигурност не му е леко.
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
Well, get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
Скефти ли казане преди малко въри си ляга, обаче сега като кликнеш на него и вари работи.
Well, get back out.
Yeah.
Everybody's got...
Lockup.
И не трябва да ходим в локъп. Трябва не да се прибираме. Така, хайде. Трябва да нахраним кучето. Гладно е вече. Колко време вече не сме се били вкъщи. Гладно животно. Така.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Храним кучето. Дай сега кучето да му кажем.
Maggie, come here, girl.
Е. А така, ето, сам да се излезе, очаквам. Това трябва да стане, сам да излезе.
There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
Да пустим малко пак на терасата. Яка гледка. Направо невероятна. Прожектор и други високи сгради. Токс. Музиката е много така чарователна, много въздействаща за мен лично. Добре, Григор Димитров се започва матча. Малко ме съмнява да пие Рублев, ама към му палц да играе на финал. Било чудесно. Така, така, прави цък, вижте ги мръсниците, бе, тук цък. Са го сложили, виж колко е грозно просто. Да знаете, че все пак има вентилатори в бъдещето. Това да е леко чешка играчка. Чайте да пуснем една вода, бе. Е, точно.
Hi, Mr. McCoy. I'm sure you remember me. I heard about what you did for my friend, and I just wanted to say thanks.
The message could have come from any of a dozen people. I'd done my share of favors when I was in uniform. Something about the voice was familiar, but I was too tired to place it for sure.
Erase and reset. No messages. I'm in demand.
Ами, така де. Това е цялата работа. License plate. Трябваше да се прави нещо за нея. Но се сетя. Мисля, че не. Мисля, че е това. Айде, измисляй да си лягаме. Бъдещето бързо съмняват. Окей. Всеки. Пригответе се за супер странна кът сцена.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say... Oh!
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? I need test studies, contacts, the works.
Only simulator. Expert terrestrial gravity.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the true life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row.
You one miserable package man.
No! No, please, don't!
Pick up.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry. I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right. But we also got a sweet little break on it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Runcenter deal or not. Tyrell Security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
Добре.
No messages. I'm in demand.
Де? Изнивай се сутринта. Вече е сутрин. Ето, каква невероятна сутрин. Разбира се, ние се измихме Айде.
Maggie, come here, girl.
Ела тука. Нали? Да ще е като залеза. Айде да ядем. Айде да ядем.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Така, dinner time. Явно винаги е dinner time, няма проблеми.
Your floor number, please.
Ground floor. Ground floor.
Става мисля, че вече може да ходим... до полицията, пешачката. Нещо такова. Ето. А преди трябваше да летим там. Но ние няма да ходим в полицията, отиваме в Tyrell Building, за да вземем диска. Диско е да искате.
Your floor number, please.
Там оптични устройства няма. Диско е колкото искаш, ама как да ги прочетеш? Изчезваш вид. Е седи Рома. DVD-то. Ето Tyrell Building. Изведнъж стана по-голяма картата. Бам.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grab test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras to get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenguler ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
One more thing.
I've told you everything I know, Detective. I gotta work. These monitors don't watch themselves.
Yeah, it's a tough gig. Jesus.
I've seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up. I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24, and now it was dog. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up. I'd seen more dead, and now it was dog. I thought about Maggie. I'd seen more dead animals, and now I thought about a takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. But I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him. Disgusting. Disgusting. You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Мисля, че после пак се върнем тук. Май, за сега всичко взех, което ми трябва, ако не съм забрал за нещо, но това съм забрал. Код такова. Каквито ги надробим, такива. Ах, играта бъгна. Трябваше по-бързо да стане това, бе.
You spot anything you think I ought to know about?
Absolutely.
Lagging behind again?
Guza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
In a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
You take a look at this crime scene?
Yeah, it's a real doozy, Slim. Worse than watching Guza eat. Make sure you skip a meal before you go up.
It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series, the kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. This one was for last year's infamous Lolita model, a big hit with the all-important dirty old man market.
Dirty old man. Явно говорят за мен.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row.
Това веднага трябва да не светне главата.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed, not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates? Eisendaller had used his dog's name as a password. The Tyrell brass wouldn't be too happy if they knew I was snagging a copy of their files, but someone had wanted them bad enough to kill Eisendaller, so I figured they must be worth having.
Тоест, ако не погледнеш каишката му на кучето, тук няма да се вземеш каквото взехме току-що.
Nothing. This earring yours?
Maybe it belonged to that other cop who was up here. The babe with the shades and the cigarettes.
Ain't her style. Call her babe to her face, you're liable to end up with a severe limp. You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
I'd seen more dead animals than, and now I thought about...
Disgusting.
Ами тук май всичко свърши. Отиваме в полицията.
You friendly with Eisendaller?
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisendaller, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside, and the germs. I once heard him complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Scrub test chief engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture.
You know if anyone lost an earring like this one lately?
Not one of the employees, that's for sure. The boss enforces a strict dress code around here.
How did Eisendoller's moo-moo fit in?
Hey, you know, company rules only apply to the lesser mortals.
You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security is tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisendoller's office.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees. I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Нямаме нищо.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moon bus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
Но ние не сме ходили навсякъде тук. Тук нищо не знаем. Така.
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like... The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story, but I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
Most of the employees they see coming in morning and night, but oh my...
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed. Not just once, but a dozen.
Това. Това сме го взели.
Kingston Kitchens. Where have I heard that before? It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series. The kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
Добре, ами май е това. Мисля, че мога да се връщам в станцията. Искате управление, да?
Mainframe and shooting range.
During his last election campaign, Governor Kolvig promised a bold new plan of action to clean up the worst regions of the highly toxic debris that surrounds our city, the so-called Kipple. Just how much progress has been made since then? We spoke to the governor just before his weekly meeting with the city council.
Our studies have shown that the Kipple's effect upon Los Angeles is minor. The radiation and toxic waste is contained in relatively small pockets, all miles distant from the city center. Nevertheless, cleaning things up out there is a worthwhile goal, especially with the thousands of specials living on the city fringes. For now, all I can say is that we're looking at several options, and I'm sure everyone will be pleasantly surprised by our final proposal.
Добре.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete. Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that.
Така. Да. Какво друго имаш? Не. Той в лявата си ръка. Ей, това нещо мисля, че трябваше да се погледне. Нали? Ей, това. Да. Ето, почна да го върти. Окей. Детонатора.
Bomb. Give me a hard copy of that.
Бомбата. Добре. Сега. Мисля, че храната трябваше. И животните ли? Какво беше? Аз ще видим. Аре, бе. Горното ли беше? Едната кутия трябваше да се сканира. Кучетата ли? Кой беше? Щом не зумва, значи нищо няма да стане. Аре? Не. Аре беше? Да.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. Give me a hard copy of that.
Така. И сега... Трябва да сканираме кучетата. Има се едно си има и кокъл. Така. Шаро. Горкия Балкан. Рики. Да.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Give me a hard copy of that.
Да. Окей. Мисля, че нямаше други, ама чакайте да видим. Не. Тук няма нищо друго. Другото куче? Няма, то не се вижда. Тоест да потвърдим паролата, ама... Не. Не. Оръжието не мога да се сетя. Не. Нещо в тоя имаше ли... Горе. 3 на 3. Добре, държа се още. Краката му, нещо е тук. Ай, нямаше нищо друго. Ама тази жълтата кутия искам да проверя. Не, тук гледахме вече. Тук така имаше ли нещо? Не. Тук между другото, ако няма човек спомен, нали, ако не е играл преди, сканирай квадратче по квадратче, човек. Направо бах ти ужаса. Тия тук ги проверявахме всичките, мисля, че, ама айде. Я? Не. Поне почти веднага ти става ясно. Да. Дали ще има нещо? Няма да има нищо. Тия бутилки ги прегледахме и тях. Няма. Кокълчето. Не. Ами окей, това е.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database.
Така.
Clue database transfer complete.
Добре. Ето, вече имаме, забележете изведнъж за това убийство, имаме много информация.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stand. The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Kingston Kitchens. Where have I heard that before?
Нещо ново. Не. Тук нещо няма.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row.
Това, значи сме го взели.
The dog collar has a name on it. The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Kingston Kitchens. Where have I heard that before?
Yeah, да.
The shell casings from Runciter should be in the Museum of Military History. They're from an...
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a...
Plastic explosive. Добре. Така. Ами май... Нещо тук.
You keeping busy, pal?
Now...
Имаше ли нещо? Да. Ето вече е станало. Би трябвало до края на играта той изобщо да го няма. Тук е ние да ни идваме тук. По спомене така. Ама аз ще дойда поне 20 пъти още тук да видя дали случайно нещо няма променено, нали, защото...
Mainframe and shooting range.
Да видим сега. При шефа на полицията.
We get a new weapons shipment?
Май трябваше да се отидем до вкъщи тук. Чайте да направим един сейвч. По спомен трябваше този да е тук.
What do you know?
Zero that would interest you, Detective.
Трябваше да вкъщи да се отидем. Я да видим. Жалко, че го няма това директно, нали, те репортиране, директно да ме вкара в цената, а не... стига. Чайте да видим дали не мога да говоря с още някой и ще се отидем до вкъщи. Като мисля, че имаш някаква така схема и вече ще ходим да обикаляме на другите места, естествено. Първо... Има ли нещо друго, което това да не каже?
You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave me alone.
Да.
Laboratory.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Дай ще нахраним кучето. Чай, имаме ли съобщения? Нямам.
No messages. I'm in demand.
Айде, ела. Айде да ядем.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time. Maggie, come here, girl.
Big Chonker. Добре, бе.
Your floor number, please.
В полицията се ходиш. Да, ще видим какво трябваше да се направи. Сега сетих къде не кликнах. Там на втория етаж. Сега ще видим. Аз очаквам тук за половин час да прекратя стрима, ама ще видим. Чакайте сега.
Laboratory.
Нали, тук няма да има нищичко. Нали така? Аз се бъркам. Не. Да, мисля, че тук нямаме повече работа. Чакайте, тези не ги цъкнах. Ей, тук така.
Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk. Old copies of case files, notices, and memos.
Да не би да трябваше да...
Uploading personal clue. Downloading clue database.
Аха. Добре, чакайте да говорим тогава Соня, дето дава оръжията. Ей, този тука. Ей, този пич.
That weapon shipment just came in. You got the paperwork handy?
Why? You got a pressing need to rummage through my private files?
Yeah, I forgot you were keeping your lacy underthings in there. Look, Jack, I just want to see what they're charging for a crate of rifles these days.
Too damn much if you ask me, especially at the rate the assault teams are losing them. I guess there ain't no harm in it.
We get a new weapons shipment?
Yeah, Guzza requisitioned a couple of cases for the assault teams.
Let me guess. He's planning on taking out a small city.
Lieutenant's a big believer in overkill.
I've gotten all I can from that. You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
I've gotten all I can from that. You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet.
Uploading. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Yeah.
Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range.
Окей, ето.
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't...
Yeah, suicide.
Everybody's got a...
Can the department float me some chin yen? This investigation's getting expensive.
Look, this ain't on the department tab, okay? This is a personal loan.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
This goddamn city don't know how to manage funds. They've been flush for years.
I thought we were under budget.
Trust me, ain't nobody getting rich unless they're sneaking some on the side. Hell, I can barely pay for the fuel for my car.
Ever hear of public transportation?
Get out of here before I throw my desk at you.
The goons over at the Tyrell building wouldn't let me talk to their boss. Maybe you can set up a meeting.
Anyone else in that whole company who knows anything?
You and I both know it's a one-man show over there.
I'll give it a try, kid. I'll have to pull some strings, so don't go in there half-assed. Make sure you got some legit questions for the resident genius.
Appreciate it, Lieutenant.
Окей, добре, чудесно. Ще сейвнем пак. И една бърза биопочивка и продължаваме. Добре. Продължаваме. Мисля, че тук следно един репорт им правим.
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
We'll
Да,
get back
той е
out there. Those
последния,
reps
да,
ain't
добре,
retiring
окей. Последния
themselves.
останал.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my
Yes,
job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
Ами, айде, да ходим да го питаме, доктор Тайрел. Не бе, че съм зле. Не мога да ходим пеша там. Взем колата. Летателния апарат. Чакайте, че тръгнаха вече за мачовете. Чакай, тя е тук. Се разбирам за мачовете.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Това е много яко.
The owl or the view?
Both.
The view's amazing. The owl, well, artificial things never did that much for me.
It's a flawless replica. We used a real one as a model.
Owls are extinct. Who told you the model was real?
Dr. Terrell?
He's wrong, or lying. Check your Sydneys.
Eldon wouldn't make up something like that.
You're Tyrell's assistant?
Yes, I'm Rachel. Dr. Terrell is very busy. I'm fully familiar with all Terrell operations.
He does know I'm a cop, right? Blade Runner unit?
Dr. Terrell has already met with one Blade Runner today and has important business to attend to. Your department should coordinate its efforts better.
Yeah, but...
You may speak to me or you may leave. I can't offer you any other choices.
Fair enough. I wanted to ask about Marcus Eisenduller.
I can't tell you who killed him if that's what you're asking.
We've already got a suspect. What I want to know is why the killer would be interested in replicant DNA information.
That's a stupid question.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Your suspect is obviously a replicant, a very dangerous one.
I thought replicants were safe, more human than human. Isn't Dr. Tyrell pushing to make it legal to use rep labor to clean up the kipple?
Are we here to discuss corporate policy or Marcus Eisenduller's murder?
A little of both. You heard about the moon bus hijacking? Yeah, I guess you would have. 50 people dead.
You can't blame...
I'm surprised you aren't out doing spin control. The public gets nervous when your pets wander around the city without a leash.
Replicants aren't pets.
Right. Pets live longer and don't go around killing people.
There are safeguards in the design.
Yeah, I've seen the data. Implanted memories, a 4-year lifespan. I'd probably get a little crazy too, but I don't think I'd start killing people.
Wouldn't you?
As I explained to Mr. Deckard earlier, I've given the Nexus 6 model a past. I've given it the purity and innocence of childhood. And all the joy and despair that comes with a real existence. That's hardly a death sentence. That's life.
I thought you weren't meeting with any more Blade Runners today.
Well, I decided to make an exception. Mr. McCoy, isn't it? You do understand the need for the Nexus 6 to have an identity.
Not really. No. I do see why a replicant who has an identity would want to steal Eisenduller's files.
Please, enlighten me.
They want more life.
They're wasting their time.
They're gonna come for you, just like they came for Eisenduller.
I have nothing to fear from any of my children. I'd tell them all exactly what I told you. Have I given you what you came here for?
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe.
Then if you'll excuse me, I have a stockholder meeting to attend.
То си е голям задник, знаеш. И това е цялата работа. Тук няма какво повече да направим. Видяхме една хубава кът сцена с една хубава актриса. Един бухъл. И това е. Няма какво повече тук да правим. Ами... А не мой дрол. Там тяна. Да се правим сейф, защото сейф скъминга е религия. Ага, те свършиха. Ами ето почваме отдолу. Отдолу нагоре, отдолу нагоре, отдолу нагоре. Yes. Айде. Още с първия човек.
You know who deals in insects down here?
You don't want insects? They're no good companion. But fish. Fish
No
are
good
good.
companion,
I
да.
have every kind of fish for you. Blowfish, dorado, miniature sailfish. Very friendly.
No thanks. I got a dog at home.
Fish
Да,
just as
имам
good as
скуч.
dog.
No, my dog is real.
Real? Oh, you must make lots of money.
Let's get back to insects. Official LTD business.
Down at end of Animal Row, you see big green sign? You try there. Good luck with dog, friend. Hope he stays healthy.
She. Anything unusual happening down here?
I haven't heard much. You've all been very quiet.
Anything unusual happening down here?
They're very cute. You should buy.
I'll pass. Roy McCoy, Rep Detective. This your work?
Ah, dragon.
Dragon?
See? I'm a Soptera, dragonfly late of the American South Swampland.
You sell jewelry with dragonflies?
Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. State item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenty money to obtain a collection.
More than I can afford.
You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to trade for this. With luck, you may find.
If this is from a collection, I'm also looking for the other pieces.
I make you a deal. I found out where to get dragonfly jewelry. Then you buy a piece, right? For special lady friend? You come back later.
I'll do that.
You take care, chasing the dragon. Handsome man like you has lady friend, of course.
All my girl cares about is food and love.
Oh, how romantic. What is this girl's name?
Maggie.
Maggie. Ah, Maggie, senor. It's perfect, is it not?
It's kind of ugly, but you tuck me to it. You hear anything yet about that dragonfly jewelry, like what I showed you before?
No, senor. My friend, he's asking for me. If you come back later, maybe I know something more. Careful, senor. You're poison.
Scorpions?
See? Finest quality. Perhaps you purchased one?
I don't think so. They're beautiful, though. Never seen one before.
Oh, that'd be true, senor. Might I interest you in a snake, noble one?
Not today, thanks. You know anything about insects?
I regret that I do not, noble one, save that I feed them to my snakes.
You do what?
Artificial ones, of course. The safeguards in the design of my snakes would not allow them to swallow a real insect.
I assume that this insect is already extinct.
They all died after the war, yes.
So the fakes must be pretty expensive.
If bought in bulk, the price is acceptable. They do not need to eat them, of course, but the added realism is worth every penny. Have you ever seen such craftsmanship?
Right now, I'm more interested in the insect.
Perhaps you should ask the Peruvian woman next door. She's an expert on such things and will cut a wonderful gift of friends.
I need to ask you...
Certainly the LPD must have better things to do than to question a humble merchant over and over again about the same things. Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that disreputable Bob fellow?
Bob?
He owns the armament shop up the street. He's insane, noble one, insane. He takes peculiar pleasure in agitating all the vendors around here. I cannot even go out for a Shisco without worrying whether Bob is going to sabotage my snakes.
You hear anything yet about that dragonfly jewelry, like what I showed you?
No, senor. If you come...
Thanks for your time.
Добре. Сега ще отидем при това. Айде, нещо може да говорим с нея. Още.
Anything unusual happening down?
Business slow today. But tonight my people bring over baby barracudas. They're very cute. You should buy.
Да.
I'll pass. Anything unusual happening?
Business. Very...
I'll pass.
Добре, окей. Кълвиш.
Anh sao là gì cùng đó? Ông đó đang nhìn mình.
А то после ги... това е доста яко. Окей. После ги подрежда автоматично. Тук помня, че имаше някакъв определен ред, по който трябваше да говорим с тях, за да придобием правилните следи, ама какво беше?
Step up, step up. Mama Isabella cooked you something special. Put a glow in your cheek.
McCoy, LPD. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions? They always need answers.
Tôi rất mong anh ra nạn nhân.
That stew's looking tasty.
Fix you right up. Only 30 Chinian. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
This guy work for you?
No, but I wish he do. He be one fine-looking man.
You sure? Never seen him before.
I'd remembered him for sure.
You send a lot of deliveries over to Marcus Eisendaler at the Tyrell building?
Eisendaler. Oh, Eisendaler, yeah! Let me tell you, that man can't eat!
Send anything over lately?
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Not for a month, eh?
At least. No more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting. He's dead.
Ông đó đang nhìn mình.
Добре. Толкова тук мисля, че... С тази. Сега тук беше една много голяма схема. Но чакай малко, чакай. Се припомня. О, майко. Добре, няма нужда да обикаляме. Нека едно по едно. Нека да се върнем и да отидем там на... Да разгледам, че малко не се губят. Добре. Ето тук сме.
I've gotten all I can from that. Locked.
Музиката е много яка, обаче. Направо може да се заспиш прав. Добре, айде почваме от тук и оттам ще дрилваме надолу към уличката. Бакалито.
That a 45 blaster under your coat, or you're just happy to be here?
You got good eyes.
They ought to be. They're the only organs of mine that survived the Phobos Wars intact.
Roy McCoy, Rep Detect.
Blade Runner, huh?
Jesus.
Да, тук задължително ще сейвнем, защото разговора може изобщо да не се развие така, както на нас не се иска.
How come I never heard of you?
I just got assigned.
Yeah, I'm kind of buddies with Davey Holden. How's he doing?
Word is he's gonna be okay.
That skin job must have been pretty damn quick getting by Davey like that. He's the best in the business.
He'll be back in the job soon. You sell any off-world stuff, like Ender rifles?
Nah, I ain't seen anything like that in years. Wish I had one, though. The Endo was a real workhorse. Good stopping power, decent rate of fire. You looking? Gonna cost you a bundle, I'm afraid.
Not really. Somebody shot up Runsiter's shop with one.
Sucker had it coming. I'm sure of that.
Why's that?
Runsiter's always putting on those airs like he's better than everybody else. but he'll do anything for a buck. Sell anything to anybody. That's where I draw the line. If it's suspicious, it's out of here. Got no place at Bullet Bob's.
You know anyone who might sell Ender rifles?
There's one other guy around here who dips into that stuff. Got a pawn shop down the street. Goes by the name of Ezo. But who knows what the real title is.
Ezo, huh? Sounds like you don't like him.
Ezo's okay. He's run the green pawn for a while. We're friendly competitors, I guess. But I don't appreciate his politics.
Yeah?
Rumors, that's all they are. I was out there, Ray. I did my time. 3.5 years worth. And I can tell you, Rep's got no business being down here on Earth, okay?
Yeah. Earth don't deserve him.
Tell me about it. We got standards to uphold down here.
You got any decent ammo for my piece?
You mean the good stuff? 'Cause I know them police issue spitballs just don't cut it.
Not these days.
Yeah, I know how it is. If you want to drop a skin job, you need a little extra oomph. I got a few clips around here somewhere. If you got the chin yen for it.
Okay, let's have it.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks for your time. Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
I hear you've been waving guns around on Anemoid Row.
Who's been telling you that crap? That lying Egyptian snake oil salesman?
Hassan?
That's the one. I should have popped him when I had the chance. You want to know what really happened? I wanted to get my daughter a present for her birthday, right? I bought an iguana from that crook Hassan. And the damn thing ran out of juice just 2 days after I plucked down a shitload of chin yen. Son of a bitch wouldn't give me a refund. So I threatened to burn down his shop.
Sometimes you just gotta be philosophical about these things.
That's exactly what my wife says. I heard of you.
Is that right?
You ain't done much.
I just got assigned.
Guys like you get hurt real easy.
Meaning what, exactly?
It ain't like you're a real Blade Runner. Not like Steel or
Май прецакахме работите.
I get hurt sometimes too. It's a dangerous business.
Трябваше първо да му направим теста, май.
How'd you feel about taking a little test?
You mean the Voight Kampf? You come into my shop and you want to VK me?
Relax, I just...
It's funny. You thinking I'm a rep. Set up the test. We'll see what's what around here.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
Downtown, 4th sector. Hey, this is great. Should I be sitting any special way?
Just relax. What do you do for a living?
I sell donuts. Come on, is the whole thing gonna be this dull?
Just answer the questions as truthfully as you can. Your child comes home with a black eye.
Badge of honor. He's a good kid. Everyone's got to get bloodied sometimes.
You're 7 years old. You managed to steal several marshmallows from the kitchen and sneak them back to your bedroom. You're caught, and your father spanks you.
Good for him.
You've been drafted into the army. During a boot camp hazing, you're bound, blindfolded, and forced to eat worms.
The poor little guys. That's the army for you. Chew you up and spit you out. You know what I mean?
You have a little boy. He shows you his butterfly collection, plus the killing jar.
I beat some sense into him, and then tossed the collection.
A teacher calls you stupid in front of the rest of the class.
Yeah, I remember that. Bitch.
You're given a calfskin wallet for your birthday.
I want a hamster. Ain't you been paying attention?
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
I don't know. I busted up a guy's face once. He was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I meant to kill him, so that was kind of embarrassing.
Are you taking any drugs?
Hey, I get tested every week.
In a magazine, you come across a full-page photo of a nude girl.
I'm gonna like this one.
The girl is lying on a bearskin rug.
Oh man, why'd you have to ruin it? I guess I'm gonna have to rip up the magazine.
You pour yourself a drink. Every time you finish one, you have another until you vomit. You wake up hungover and depressed.
Hair of the dog will take care of that. Man, that takes me back.
Test terminated.
So that's it?
Yeah?
Since you didn't shoot me, I must have registered okay.
Yeah, it was touch and go there for a while.
Well, you know, I think about skin jobs all the time. Try to get into their heads. Maybe that's what the deal is.
Thanks for your time.
Можеше да ни апгрейдне машината. Работа е там, че май не трябва да го питаме за Хасан веднага. Как беше? Чакайте малко сега. Сори, ама...
How'd you feel about taking a little...
Test?
Yeah, I don't think you're...
Hey. You don't have to explain. I always wanted to see the machine in action. Go on, set it up.
Добре.
What's your name?
Bob Gorski. This ain't no different than the DMV.
Just a sec. Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
Downtown, 4th sector. Hey, this is great. Should I be sitting any special way?
Just relax.
Добре.
You're 7 years old. You managed to steal several marshmallows from the kitchen and sneak them back to your bedroom. You're caught, and your father spanks you.
Good for him.
You're visiting the dentist. At the receptionist's desk is a huge bowl of fresh-cut flowers.
Flowers? So what?
It's illegal to pick them. Flowers aren't like soya. They're endangered. They need sunlight, fresh air.
They ain't gonna get it around here. I think they're all gone anyway. You seen a single goddamn flower in the last 10 years?
Yeah. Once. You have a little boy. He shows you his butterfly collection, plus the killing jar.
I beat some sense into him, and then tossed the collection.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
I guess I picked the right line of work.
You're given a calfskin wallet for your birthday.
I want a hamster. Ain't you been paying attention?
Your child comes home with a black eye.
Badge of honor. He's a good kid. Everyone's got to get bloodied sometimes.
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
I don't know. I busted up a guy's face once. He was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I meant to kill him, so that was kind of embarrassing.
You've been drafted into the army. During a boot camp hazing, you're bound, blindfolded, and forced to eat worms.
The poor little guys. That's the army for you. Chew you up and spit you out. You know what I mean?
A teacher calls you stupid in front of the rest of the class.
Yeah, I remember that. Bitch.
Positive result. Subject is human. Test terminated.
So
Okay.
that's it?
Yeah?
GG.
Since you didn't shoot me, I must have registered okay.
Yeah, it was touch and go there for a while.
Well, you know, I think about skin jobs all the time. Try to get into their heads. Maybe that's what the deal is.
Така, сега, тук каква беше схемата, бе? То знам, че може да ни апгрейдне машината. Yes.
Hey, check out the man's database. Is that the standard model?
What, the Kaya? Yeah, it's department issue.
I could fix it up for you. Make it not quite so freaking standard if you get my drift.
Това искаме да направим.
What for?
Hey, Ray, relax. I'm your pal, ain't I? You don't have to step soft around me. The department's been infiltrated, right? That's the only way Davey could have been taken out like he was.
Holden is good. No question.
When you hook into the main frame, you always give them everything. But you don't always want them to know what you know. 'Cause then they'd know, you know? What do you say?
Sounds like a plan. Set it up.
There you go. Better than new.
I hear you've been waving guns around on Anemoid Row.
Who's been telling you that crap? That lying Egyptian snake oil salesman?
Hassan?
That's the one. I should have popped him when I had the chance. You want to know what really happened? I wanted to get my daughter a present for her birthday, right? I bought an iguana from that crook Hassan. And the damn thing ran out of juice just 2 days after I plucked down a shitload of chinyen. Son of a bitch wouldn't give me a refund. So I threatened to burn down his
Сега
shop.
проведахме разговорите в
Sometimes you just
каква
gotta be
последователност
philosophical about
трябва.
these things.
That's
И ни
exactly what
апгрейднаха
my wife
машинката.
says.
Thanks for your time.
Айде. Така може и да се стреляме с него. Могат нещата да се развият по съвсем различен начин. Ако вляза и се скарам пистолета, нещата стават съвсем различни. Но ние искаме да сме пацифисти. Те, мисля, че няма какво повече да си кажем с нея, ама...
Thanks for your time.
Да, добре. Така, сега...
There's one other guy around here who dips into that stuff. Got a pawn shop down the street. Goes by the name of...
Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that disreputable Bob fellow? He owns the armament shop up the street. He's insane, number one, insane.
See? Anosoptera, dragonfly late of the American South Swampland. Item like that, very special significance, very rare, senor. Estate item. And
What I want to know is why the killer would be interested in replicant DNA information.
That's a stupid question.
As I explained to Mr. Deckard earlier, I've given the Nexus 6 model a pass.
Positive result. Subject is human.
What I want to know is why...
Май тук... Добре. Така. Advisor. Приятелям да края на барана.
I got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club. Nice bracelet, tough guy. Who's Maggie, your mommy?
She's a dog.
So is my wife, but I sure as hell don't brag about it.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one. Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
Окей. Това вече трябва да можем... Да.
2 minutes. That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed. The finest, most authentic anyone can get.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Isa.
You move a lot of valuable goods through here? Valuable and exotic?
How exotic?
We're talking exceptionally fine jewelry in the shape of a dragonfly.
Ah, they were so majestic. I remember them from my childhood, and that was the last time I've seen them.
It's very important that I find out about this. Can you help me?
If I see something, and you can match whatever my collectors will pay, it's all yours.
Thanks a million.
Те нещата не се развиха както трябва. Получи сейвна. Трябва нещо съвсем друго да стане. А, ето е.
Ever consort with a group called CARS? C-A-R-S?
CARS. What is that?
Citizens Against Replicant Slavery.
I don't have time for such pursuits.
How about Spencer Gregorian?
The same goes for him, whoever he is.
Funny, because he described you to a T. Even down to that stupid little ponytail you got.
It's called a trauma.
What would you say if I told you Gregorian named you as one of the people who was there when the Tyrell building blew up?
There's a mistake somewhere along the chain of communication.
So, you're denying all involvement?
I won't lie to you, detective. There was a time in my life when I might have been involved with such an organization. I actually cared. But now, all I care about is my business. I am nothing but a humble salesman. Perhaps I can interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished item. Whole families sat for portraits.
I've seen plenty of photographs in my time.
Have you ever seen this?
Видяхте ли как не се измъкна?
Locked.
Сега според вас как ще влезем, а? Сега ако беше нова игра... Чакайте, че той... Ако беше... Ако беше нова игра, най-вероятно щеш по някакъв начин да те хване за ръката и да ти каже намери начин. Това е начинът. И си признавам, че на този пъзъл тук съм стоял много време и така. Никой не ти казва, че ти реално може да го застреляш, обаче явно преди време съвсем случайно съм цъкнал, нали аз го знам, но съм цъкнал с десния бутон и съм минал тъй с мишката и то е станало червено. Както виждате, ако не мога да взаимодействам, нищо няма, нали, курсора няма да се промени. Но все пак.
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Ezo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer. The exact arms that renegade replicants would be looking for to survive in the big city. Nothing else there. Nothing else there.
Малко се бъгнахме. Ние реално трябва да се върнем. Чакайте. Мисля, че тук... Ой, излизаш се направо, ли? Какво биш? Мисля, че тук не може да бъде.
That's impossible.
Да?
That's impossible.
Да, тук няма как... Тук така. Тази стълба търсех.
I am not about to have all my hard work
вижте го.
obliterated just because you
Вземи този
stumbled
меч.
into my shop, detective. Westerners need guns and hardware. All I need is will.
Freeze, Yoshi!
Ezo.
Whatever. Been keeping yourself busy?
I'll be out of lockup within the hour.
Your little skin job friend's gonna take up a collection to bail you out, or you got it saved up?
Maybe I got friends in high places.
Yeah, and if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. What are you doing here, Slim?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
I've been tracking this boy for a week. He thinks he's pretty clever. He's a material witness in a case I'm working. In fact, your best buddy's a replicant, isn't he? The big guy with the dreadlocks. What's his name again?
Hallucinate often?
That's okay. You'll be giving him up to me soon enough. I can handle it from here, Slim. Why don't you go buy yourself a lollipop? Something else to suck on.
Very clever.
But I wasn't trying to be.
Mấy giờ tôi phải tới đó đó?
Дайте да сейваме. Така нещата могат да се развият по няколко различни начина, между другото. Зависимост. Даже има и начин да не ти избяга. Мисля, че ако не го питаш за този Грегориан, не бяга. Мисля, че нещо такова беше. Абе, тук имам спомен, че нещо ми липсва, бе. А? Имаше още някакъв обект тук, на който можеше да се цъкне различен от оръжията, ама... Дали? Аха. Добре. Ей, че не го помня толкова, тъй че... Код такова. Имаше ли друго?
Interesting.
Interesting, да.
Interesting.
Locked.
Locked.
Да. Може да се върнем тук, къде беше обаче. Okay. Ай, трябва да ходим в полицията.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
Няма нещо. О, добре, ще отида. Само още едно, Може би нещо ми е липсва. Още нещо трябваше да вземем тук, обаче изобщо не помня какво и къде е.
Nothing else there.
Пак оръжие. Някъде тук е нещо.
Nothing else there.
Тук явно има някакъв много странен бъг. Добре, това ще е. Сега, каквото съм намерил, това е. Чакайте да се върнем да говорим с този Григор. Явно се изпадна вече неговата дупка. Първия сет игра добре, падна само в тайбрейка. Обаче сега вече няма шанс. Трябва само проби да последе. Жив и здрав да е. На полуфиналния малко. Или нещо забравяме. Или нещо имаше. Помня, че имаше някаква схема с това дали е репликант или не. Ама... Добре. Хайде да ходим горе при тези, да обиколим пак пазара и да се връщаме в полицията. В военния магазин да отидем, да говорим пак с всички и така. Става нещо пак, може да се каже.
Thanks for your time.
Тичай. Този видяхме, че пак ни налива просто още едно. Къде? Опа, не, тук. Къде? Добре.
Thanks for your time.
Няма тук повече нищо. Видим дали може да говорим с някой друг. Айде, мача свърши. Явно нещо накрая Григор. Му е паднало паляндрич. Нещо има ли? Хайде, скейти, няма ги скорпиони.
You hear anything yet about that dragon?
No, senor. If you come.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
Няма нищо. тук, добре. Нещо друго.
Hey.
Get lost. We both got work to do.
I got some new leads, Lieutenant.
Get lost. We both got work to do.
Абсолютен задник е лейтената.
Hey.
Get lost. We both got work to do.
Hey.
Get lost. We both got...
Добре. За мен е тъй бък, ама няма проблем. Нека да видим дали може да говорим с тази още веднъж и да ходим в полицията.
Anything unusual happening?
Business is very...
I'll pass. I was fresh out of leads. Poking around Hawker's circle had been a waste of time. I had nothing to connect this Ezo character to the Eisendaler murder. But if the replicants had done in one Tyrell scientist, maybe they'd go after another. And the subcontractors down on DNA Row didn't have Tyrell's security to protect them.
Добре, окей. Това е яко, че те го казват. Chinatown. И така, Police Station. Отиваме в Police Station. Правим няколко разговора. Малко е. Ето. Ама първо малко в полицията. Той каза, че се е загубил времето, знам, ама ще отида да апгрейдна това. Базата. Да видим какво имаме там. Пак да видим тук. Да кажа, че го няма. Да, няма го.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Така.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Добре, двете снимки.
Hawker's Circle.
Какви сме красавци.
She looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
Така. Така. Заек. Добре, нет. Нещо на снимките не се сещам детайли, метайли, глупости. Кое какво беше? Нещо друго тук при нея. Да.
Scorpions. Give me a hard copy of that.
Ето. Това искахме. Дали нещо друго? Че не мога да се сетя. Не. Няма. Запичмаш ли нещо? Сетя. Добре, дайте да видим другата снимка.
China bar.
И като гледам, даже с това ще приключим стрима, ама нека малко да видим детайлите.
That guy sure gets around. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay. Нещо в него, ръката му. Обиш. Усетя. Ага. Не. 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 Чакай. Не. Това тук къде свети? Окей.
Interesting. Give me a hard copy of that.
Това беше тук, да. Добре, окей. Сега сетих, че са 2 май. Чай, това пак не мога ли? Нещо нямаше ли? Или май бяха по 2 на тези снимки, по 2 или по... Няма, нищо не прави повече. Ръце, крака, нещо, рамене. Не, тук не мога. Нямаше ли нещо? Неговите обувки не може. Не. Окей.
Hawker's Circle.
Това не видяхме, нали? Това все пак. Въпреки, че какво точно ще видим тук? Нищо. Ето и тук. Е, този полицай не съм проверявал. Ето и горе е тука. Кое е то? Просто се част. Ама се зарадвах. А? А? Не? Не. Не. Този нищо, нали? Не, не. Това е нищо. Това е абсолютно нищо. Нещо около тая пак. За това с чадъра... Няма нищо повече в нея. Не, таман се зарадвах, че нещо има. Тука... Не, тук няма какво да е. Това ще е супер брутално, ако е това тук, вече не го помня. Знам, че с тази нещо имаше... Ама толкова... Добре, до там.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Добре. Да видим сега. Тук няма фактори бомбинг. Тука... Имаме цялата.
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Izo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer.
Да. Камера. Ремс.
Scorpions. There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue...
Добре, save game. Така... С този пич нещо може да се каем. Май не.
You keeping busy?
Now the place is...
Добре.
Laboratory.
Ето.
You look right at home in there, Izzo.
I've been in much tighter spots than this, McCoy.
I'll bet, but this is only the beginning. You ready to supply me some answers?
I wish I had something to say.
I know your hands are dirty, Izzo.
Everybody in this world is trying to better himself, no matter what the terms are. If that counts as dirty, so be it.
The terms of your conviction won't be too clean.
I'll be through with this place long before you, McCoy.
Yeah, I'm sure you've been saving up for a rainy day, selling all those illegal weapons.
One never knows when fate will conspire. You must be prepared.
You're a real trooper, Izzo. You look right at home in there, Izzo. You look right at home in there, Izzo. You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
Добре.
You look right at home in there.
Добре.
Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range.
Ден при шефчо. Са. Правим сейф, че да не кажем нещо тъпо.
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
Добре. Ами... В такъв случай... Да видим дали имаме някакви съобщения вкъщи. Отиваме на DNA Roll, правим сейв и... We call it a day. Пам. Тук можем да отидем пеша до вкъщи, ама все пак имаме летяща кола. Ти ако имаш летяща кола, ще ходиш пеша. Никакъв шанс. Кое е за апартмент? И кучето да нахраним. То гладня. Не е ял от 3 минути.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Огънче, да, има ги много такива, които колите са им вградени в съзнанието. Но хора всякакви сега. Виж кучето как ще го нахраним сега. Дай на кучето, Айде, нахранихме кучето.
Maggie, come here, girl. Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Не, само може да го извикаш, за съжаление. Мафия, да, хейтмейл. Пише се хейтмейл. Кое е това нещо? Ела тук и без да го галяш кучето. То да не е тъй. То -1, -10. Да се изпикаем, че не сме пекали цяла игра. 4 часа, тук не сме... Човека само порка яде.
Maggie, come here, girl.
Ето идва. Слуша. Илай.
Your floor number, please.
Истина. Така. Не исках тук да идвам. То няма проблем.
You got any discs from that camera?
I just serve drinks, pal. But if you're gonna sit there until I cough it up, well, here it is.
Добре. Диск. Да, едно. Да, едно. Само едно, работа съм е. Само едно. Това не можете... Докато се на работа са пие безнаказано, постоянно. Само едно хубаво. Okay. Ние като ще приключваме, аз да видя кой ще рейднем. В момента само Marshmallow. Тишото ми е онлайн. Само че като го гледам, че не рисува, гледа телевизия, няма да стане.
Laboratory.
Okay.
Scanning video disk.
Mm-hmm.
One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. China bar.
Да, China bar. Интересни очила има този човек. Голямото зумване.
Guza? Give me a hard copy of that.
Да, не го видяхме там, все пак. Какво още имаше да се гледат тук? EA Sports. Който е? Lost Park, Path of Exile, Fortnite, LOL, Counter-Strike, Valorant. Чуват са някакви брутални работи отвънка. Да, такива интересни работи. Да, в момента гледа някакви телевизии работи, аз не са кефя на такива, тъй че... Аз просто не съм от хората, които са окей с това. Трима гледаш телевизия, ама не го разбирам от моя си гледна точка. То не... Да, знам. То няма проблеми, ама... Сега, какво такова?
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
Всеки си има неговите си предпочитания. Не бе. Тук защо мога да зумна толкова много? На мен ме е много интересно. Не мога да се сетя. Просто снимките изобщо не ги помня. Знам, да. Май няма нищо друго. Не мога да се сетя. Мисля, че това беше този и тоя, дето снима там. Но... така ли е?
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Добре. Добре, тук всичко е намерено. Бам. Ото. Ето тук. Ето ги. Добре. Тук са записани са, добре. Ами. Окей. Нека тогава да ходим.
Ground floor.
Оп, не бе. Не ground floor. Basement.
You look right at home in there, Izzo. You look right at home in there, Izzo. You keeping busy, pet? Please leave.
Добре, нека да отидем при полицейския шеф, да се отидем в новата ерия и...
Ground floor.
Ама. Да, бе. Да, и аз лол. Не, че не я харесвам, просто така и никога не почнах да играя и не ми е забавно, ама те като цяло ММО игрите на мен не са ми никак забавни, нито за игране, пък за гледане още по-малко. Аха, ето копелето го няма. Добре, айде. Не, аз го прегледах бегето, че... Да е тук да цъкнем. DNA Raw. Добре. Save game. И това е от мене за днеска. Желавам приятна почивка на всички. Благодаря на всеки, който се отби. Има матч по-късно. Играе националния отбор с Литва, мисля, че. Така че някой ако ще гледа да ходи да зяпа, аз ще ходя да зяпам. И така, лекичка и чао, чао.